So, Jack, can you just tap the toe brakes, please? There we go, park brakes off, and whenever you're ready, oh wait, one last thing we need, romantic moment.
Hey, there we go.
When you are ready, if you push the toga switches, and then you can let go of the thrust levers after that, and magic will occur.
I think the reverse thrust is up. No, yeah, they are.
Ah, you're right there. Good spot.
V1, VR.
Yep.
Stop.
Yep. Positive climb.
Positive climb. Gear up.
Well done. There you go. You've got the electric trim on your left thumb there, Jack, if you want to use it. It's up to you. Yeah, he's following the flight director, so he's just going to keep those magenta bars centered, whatever they tell him to do. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to week 15 of my life as a CTC cadet pilot. The little intro clip that you just saw there was the day that we finally managed to get in the flight simulator, the 737-700 series at CTC. And it was the sim session that had been postponed regularly because we have to yield to anyone doing their airline qualification course or type rating, but on this occasion the simulator had a few minor issues with it, which basically meant that the AQC and type rating people couldn't use it. So it basically meant that we was pretty much guaranteed to get in the sim, so that was great news for us. So what did we use the sim for? Well, it was for our instruments lesson, and basically we took all of our instruments knowledge and basically applied it to the aircraft. So there was very little manual flying. I mean, all the manual flying that we actually did was literally just the takeoff, so it really wasn't that much. Literally all we did was sit there, push buttons and program the computers. It was a great way of summing up everything that we'd learnt in the classroom. Like what we did in just under an hour would probably take like half a day, possibly even a full day in the classroom. So great use of equipment at CTC that was. But so yeah, that was just one day, so that was great fun. I mean, the lessons that are involved with simulator are the best in my opinion, but unfortunately not all of our lessons can be done in the sim. So we've been in the classroom quite a bit again this week. We've finished off performance, so that means we've now completed the all of the syllabus theory knowledge for module 2. Now in performance, I won't go over exactly what we've done, but there's a couple of things that I felt were quite enjoyable and had practical applications, such as the reduced thrust takeoffs. So for example, say London Gatwick, if you're in an Airbus A320, the runway there is ridiculously long. You don't need all of it to take off. So one of the things you can do to preserve engine life is do a reduced thrust takeoff. So you use more of the runway, but if you've got it there, you might as well use it. Another thing that we've also talked about is the reduced V2 takeoff. And what you do is you fiddle around with your speeds trying to work out what's the most amount of mass you can take for the given runway and climb out performance that you are required to do. So that was quite interesting, because you can see how you can get an extra couple of tons here and there for your takeoff just by fiddling around with the numbers a little bit. So that's quite good. But obviously when we run performance numbers, we have to apply safety factors. And a lot of these we have to remember for the exam, and I think this is going to be the trickiest bit of performance, is just remembering all the different safety factors for the different situations. For example, takeoff and landing, you'll have the same safety factor title, but it will be a completely different number. So you've got to make sure you don't get takeoff and landing around the wrong way when running your numbers. Makes a pretty big difference. So that's what I found particularly enjoyable about performance. So like, we didn't do a huge amount this week because at the end of the day we're now building up to the exams. So we're doing more and more progress tests, and so far they're going well, but I'm a bit tight on time on some of the subjects, so I need to spend this next coming week trying to get my timing right. Like, I know the answers to most of the questions, there's not really much stuff that I need to brush up on. It's just making sure I get to the final answer quickly and accurately. That's the whole point of these exams. There's no point in getting to the final answer if you take 4 or 5 hours, but then again, there's no point finishing the exam within the time limit, but half your stuff is all wrong. So it's just finding that balance between timing and getting the answer accurately and correct. So there's not really a huge amount really to talk about this week. I mean, next week is, well, we've been assigned CBT day, so computer-based study days all week. This is being filmed on the Monday. I've already been in today, just a bit of a change of scenery for studying and just to have a chat with everyone. But yeah, at this point we've finished all of the syllabus and we've just got to get our heads down and pass the exams. So next week all CBT, week after we've got the mocks, and then it's the real thing. And if we pass that, we'll be through module 2 and 2/3 of the way through ground school. And I've been told that module 2 is mentally the hardest bit of ground school because there isn't an end in sight. I've been told once you get onto module 3, you've got the incentive of wherever you're going to be doing your flight training. I mean, we're forecast to go to Phoenix, could end up being New Zealand. We don't 100% know until we're actually physically there. So, but it looks like it's going to be Phoenix for our class at the moment. Anyhow, I'm rambling on, so I've got a little clip for you at the end. You saw the takeoff at the start of the video. At the end of the sim session, we did a Category 1 auto land. So I'll include that little clip at the end of the video. As always, if you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, and if you know anyone who is interested in becoming a commercial airline pilot, feel free to share the video with them. And as always, I will see you again next week. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.
So there's the runway. So remember, you can land manually in this, so it's fairly poor conditions.
You will reverse? Yep. 50.
So
40.
flare mode's come in, and it is indeed flaring.
20.
Thrust come back to idle. Speed rates are deploying, and you can put the reverse out. So yeah, it's done a pretty good job again.